Hey guys, and welcome to Honeycomb. My name is Keo, and today we got a big box. So before we open the box, please make sure that you do subscribe and you do like this video and leave a comment if you have questions, or maybe you already have this sneaker, but I actually haven't seen any other videos about this sneaker yet, so I'm really excited to open it up and show you guys what we've got. We have some stuff from Futura, and we have the brand new Nike Jam, which is the breakdancing shoe premiering at the Paris 2024 Olympics, which is happening right now. Let's open it up. There we go. Futura. So this one we can see really easily. I had to buy this one as soon as I saw it online. This is a windbreaker, and it's from Futura. Now the entire breakdancing collection is kind of bolstered or supported by Futura, which is one of my favorite street artists of all time. So let's open this one up. Take it out of the bag. If you saw one of our last videos, we unboxed the Futura Nike Dunks, which were great. They're over here. So I had to pick up the jacket, and I saw Futura post about it on Instagram. Got me really hyped and excited for it. On the front, you have embroidered a Nike logo on the right side, on the right chest side, and then on the left side you have Futura logo also embroidered. So that's great. It's gonna hold for a long time. It's not gonna peel off, or it's gonna age really nicely. And then across the body, you have some nice black on black Futura designs. This is the kind of swirly infinity abstract print of Futura. Zip pockets, and inside the pockets you have the Futura lining, and this is from that same design that he did on the famous Futura train, the first real abstract push for graffiti and street art. I always say that Futura kind of invented the street art game, and very much my career. All right, so here on the left sleeve, you have some other logos. You have the upside down Nike lockout. You have the Futura like infinity swirl cosmos universe logo. You have his tag signature, and then you have some of his characters. And apparently these are breakdancers in this particular execution of the design. So Futura has a bunch of characters. Point Man is the most famous, and these are some of the other characters in his universe. Two pockets, zipper on the side. You have a tag here with the Nike featuring Futura written, and it's got like a Futura swoosh and his typeface. And then on the back, another Futura swoosh. It's embroidered as well. Vented in the middle, and through the vents you see the lining and more of that universe pattern that Futura has. But the secret, and kind of the secret Futura sauce on all of this, is the lining. So we'll unzip it. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Oh my god, I love this stuff. Look at that. Alright, so you have the Move to Zero tag, and it says made with at least 75% recycled fibers across the collar line that connects the hood to the body. And it says in Futura's handwriting, in his hand style, Paris break, Paris break, Paris break. Of course, this is for the breaking team of, well, at least of Team USA, but luckily it doesn't have any US flags on it. I'm more into breaking and Futura than I am USA. So glad that I was able to pick this up. Now, in his Instagram, Futura wears the hoodie in reverse, and that's why I wanted to pick it up, because it's not reversible, but Futura did it, so I'm gonna do it. Now that I flipped it inside out, I see that there is one other feature here on the pocket. Special tag here with those same characters again. And this one's wearing a backwards cap, it looks like, and it says connecting souls across the world who move with the rhythm. So again, not about any particular team, but more about the sport of breaking and how it's connected with music and hip hop, and through, all of this stuff really started in New York. And this is the Nike Jams. It says up there. This is actually in women's sizing, so you see the 11 is on top. Below you have 9.5, which is my size, that's the men's size. And this is in the dark driftwood / black hemp dash sail colorway. Let's open it up. Regular Nike box, regular paper on the inside. Ooh. Cool sneaker. This is the Nike Jam breakdancing shoe. Nike's first shoe for breakdancing. And this bad boy is premiering right now at the Tokyo 2024 Olympics. So immediately off the bat, heavy early 2000s, late 90s vibe for the sneaker. It is very much in the profile of a running style shoe. Let's start first with the traction. On the bottom, you have hard rubber. I haven't tried this on yet, so at the end of the video, I'll give you the sizing information and how they feel on foot. The outsole is a wide herringbone traction with kind of a wave flow in them. So this is done, I believe, to create some areas where there is traction and some where there's a little bit of slide and slip. Very deliberate, because you do actually need that when you're dancing. I have a background in hip-hop dancing, but that was like 20 years ago now. So I do know what a good dance shoe looks like. But in terms of like a sneaker, you can see that there is a very interesting contour, which you can't see in pictures, but maybe in video, but definitely in hand. You feel that this outsole kind of curves towards the outside, meaning it kind of curves upwards on either edge, and that's to give you like traction on the edge, but the ability to choose when you want to slide and slip. Flexibility has been taken into consideration with these flex grooves, right? So that means that it can flex very much this way, but also kind of torsionally, which is unusual for a shoe. That's something that you need in breakdancing, but usually you'd want to limit the amount of torsional flexibility in a runner or any other like mainline sporting shoe. But for this particular sneaker, because of the movements of breakdancing, you actually want the freedom to flex, but still not sacrifice traction. So you do have that there. Up from the outsole, some of that outsole wraps up in the midsection of the foot, specifically that upside down mini swoosh on the outsole / midsole. It's actually part of the outsole because it wraps up, but it's so that when the shoe is upside down, when the breakdancers are spinning, you can see that logo upside down as well. But generally speaking, you have exposed, oh no, this is rubber. This is all rubber on the outside. So that means the foam is on the inside. So let's keep moving from the bottom to the top. On the upper of the sneaker, first you have a tightly woven mesh textile. Here on the bottom half of the shoe, you can see it more clearly here, delineated by this black strip that runs through there. So I very deliberately picked this colorway instead of the all black colorway, even though I really like the gum color on the outsole and midsole of the black one. I chose this one because it was better for showing you what the different materials are on the sneaker. And so now you have this kind of two-tone, or yeah, it's two tones, two different hues of brown, two different saturations and colors of brown. And this lower one, that's a darker brown, that's a tightly woven mesh. And then on top, you have a looser mesh. From a performance point of view, that means that you're going to be able to get more compression here on the top side of the sneaker as it flexes this way, and less in the bottom. And that's kind of mimicked by these overlay panels that curve along with that flexibility, that toe to heel flexibility that you need with breakdancing and dancing in general. These overlay panels are synthetic. Oh wait, are they synthetic? No, that looks like real leather. I believe that that's real leather and real suede on the overlay panels. This is a nice sneaker. Yeah, that is leather. Very nice, very, very nice. Overlay panels. The toe box has this nice early 2000s Y2K style runner. And then of course the black swoosh over here with an embroidered highlight on the exterior outline of the swoosh. On the medial side, it's the same construction, mirrored. And then that brings us to the laces. We have flat cotton laces and this looks like nice. So there's a thin tongue. That's smart. So the tongue is thin, and so that'll allow for a lot more flexibility. And then the insole, it looks to me like some sort of drop-in insole. Of course, I'm doing this review as a lifestyle review because I'm no longer dancing just kind of on my own or just hanging out. Oh, it's a drop-in midsole. Yeah, that's definitely a drop-in midsole. Whoa, that's cool. All right, so it's a cup sole, and this is all definitely rubber that you see. It's all exposed rubber, which is great for durability and for longevity. You have very, very heavily cushioned collar to hold your heel in place while you're wearing the shoes, which makes sense if you think about the centrifugal force of break dancers, you know, spinning, doing like windmills and fleers and stuff. You don't want the shoes to fly off, so they do need to be tight. And in order to get your heel into that heel counter back here, by the way, what a beautiful back to the sneaker. In order to keep your foot here in the back, there's lots of cushion here through the Achilles and collar area of the sneaker. The tongue is not gusseted, but it has an elastic that holds it in place, so that'll keep it from rotating. And then, yeah, so that outsole is directly connected to the Strobel board. So it's all sewn together, and you can actually see the Nike swoosh on the bottom through the Strobel board. So there really is nothing there. Now, cup sole is very famous, very popular through breakdancing throughout the years. Now, here we have the drop-in midsole, which is providing all of the cushion. I don't know what technology this is. This is definitely a compressed EVA foam with a nice sock liner. It says engineered to break with an upside down Nike logo. That's cool. On the bottom of this drop-in midsole, flex grooves, because of course this is kind of like the main motion. So yeah, like almost no torsional support in this entire sneaker. This is designed for breaking, not for running, not for anything. It's designed for breakdancing and probably a comfortable day-to-day shoe. But like in terms of sport, I don't know if this will be proper for using for any other sport other than breakdancing or dancing in general. All right, so that's it for the unboxing and quick look at the materials of the sneaker. Off the bat, it's gorgeous. I'm really happy with the way that this sneaker looks and how it feels in hand. Let's put them on and find out how they feel on foot. Alright, so we're back, and after trying on the shoes and walking around in them a bit, I do have some initial thoughts. We'll get the sizing at the end, but first let's talk about how the shoes feel on foot. Again, first here is that drop-in midsole, so this is providing almost all of the cushion that you're going to be feeling inside the sneaker. And visually, there's a very high heel-to-toe drop that you can feel here. And I don't know if you can see in the video quite that I'm brown and it's brown. So you can see here very much how there's a drop from the arch down to the toe. But what you can't see is quite how deep this heel goes here. So the sneaker does somewhat come up in the arch and you do feel it. So expect that when you put the sneaker on, that it's designed to like give you a lot of feel on your heel and on your toe. And in terms of cushion, it's nowhere near what you're used to with like a React, or this is very much a ground feel sneaker. You're going to feel what you're walking on, what you're stepping on, and it's supposed to just provide some impact protection while you're using it. So this isn't like a Zoom Air or React insole. This is very much a specific performance built sneaker that happens to also look really cool, and that comes from this drop-in midsole and that heel that's recessed pretty far back and pretty low here in the toe. So even though it looks like there's a lot of heel-to-toe drop, the heel-to-toe drop is not quite as dramatic as it feels like or it looks like in hand there's a lot of arch support coming from this midsole. Good to keep in mind. In terms of flex, you can definitely get lots of flex out of it, lots of protection there. One thing I noticed while wearing it is that the eye stays, which is this section here, there's a split between the suede, very thick suede there, by the way. So there's a lot of protection on these outer panels, which are going to provide a lot of protection for the shoe as it scrapes across the floor and different surfaces. As you're spinning, you might hit something, and it does provide protection for that, especially these thicker suede panels. And because they are thick, they've put a slice here that's going to allow them to move freely and not bunch up as you're moving your foot around in it. How they feel on foot? They aren't ultra soft or anything like that. They're a very stable medium cushion sneaker, so if you like that, then this will work for you. If you're using it to dance, then it's going to give you a lot of ground feel. But I'm seeing this very much as almost like a sneaker that you can wear either as a dancing only sneaker, meaning you are wearing another pair of shoes and then you go to like the studio and put this pair on. But you can also use them for just wearing day to day and then like start breakdancing, like however you would be breakdancing in the club or whatever, right? It can also be used for that because like style-wise, it's got a very now, and by now I mean retro 2000 runner look to it. Comfort, very comfortable on the upper. On the top, it does definitely hug your heel and put your heel right here in the heel counter. And then in the toe box, you actually have a lot of space. Now it doesn't look like it when you just look at it like this or look at it from the top view, but there is a lot of toe room here. It does fit true to size, by your true size, and expect that there will be a very or relatively like medium roomy toe box. And I am assuming that that's creating space for your toes to splay out. Like one of the things that you don't want is that natural opening of your toes while you're trying to get traction dancing. That's a very natural movement with your feet. That you don't want to suppress that, right? It's kind of the opposite of like ballet shoes or jazz shoes, which kind of keep your toes tightly bound together. Here, it's designed to give you space to open it up. And I think that that's a unique thing for a breakdancing shoe, or even for like a hip-hop dancing shoe that you're gonna want, is that you're gonna want to be able to have some expansion for the amount of aggressive movement that you're gonna be doing in this sneaker. Final thoughts. I really like the Nike Jam. I like more than anything that Nike is making something specific for breakdancers. I had very high hopes for Filipino breakdancers. Because we have no team, I am supporting Team USA. There's an ethnically Filipino woman by the name of Logistics, or Logan Love, who is competing. She is one of the best, if not the best, female dancer in the world, and she is repping for Nike as well. So I'm very excited to see that in the Paris Olympics. As for the performance, they were developed with dancers who have better opinions than me. So hopefully that translates. If you're a dancer, I'd like to know in the comments below, like, how was your experience with them, trying them out? But in terms of materials and style and how they feel as kind of a lay person who knows a little bit about dance, I'm thrilled with this sneaker and very excited that Nike has started down this road. I do think that this is probably the only mainstream manufactured sneaker that is purpose-built for breakdancing and for this lifestyle of hip-hop in sport. Oh, I should mention that they are coming out with a Futura edition of this Nike Jam in August, which means after or like midway through the Olympics. I'm guessing closer to the actual breakdancing section, and the interior and the drop-in midsole will have the same Futura break train design on it. So that'll be cool to see. So we will get a Futura collaboration coming out on this sneaker in just a matter of weeks. Does that excite you? Do you like the jacket? Do you like the sneakers? Let me know in the comment section down below. And with that, that's my review. I wish you guys good luck, good health, some great pickups. Peace. Go Logan!